In this video, we're going to be looking at example 15, which is our first taste of rationalizing the denominator. Remember that when we have a fraction as our final answer, we do not want a square root in our denominator. And so we rationalize the denominator, and this is what that looks like. So on part A, I've got a square root of 2 on the bottom of the fraction. So I'm only going to multiply by that square root, but I'm going to do it on the top and the bottom. When I have the square root of 2 over the square root of 2, that's equivalent to just 1. So I'm not changing the value of the problem. So this will end up being 4, and then 3 times 2 is 6. So we'll have square root of 6 over, and then square root of 2 times square root of 2 is square root of 4. But really, the way to think about it is when you multiply it by itself, it just gets rid of that square root sign. Now I can still do a little bit of simplifying. I can take that 4 and divide by 2 and end up with our final answer being 2 square root of 6. Okay. So part B introduces something new, which is a coefficient outside of that square root. But we're just going to leave that coefficient there. And all we're going to do is multiply by that square root of 6. So on the top, square root of 6. On the bottom, square root of 6. Okay. So on the top, we'll have 2 square root of 6 over, okay, we'll leave that coefficient, 5. We have the square root of 6 times the square root of 6, which would be the square root of 36. But again, when you multiply a radical by itself, it just gets rid of that square root sign. So it'll be 5 times 6 on the bottom. This will leave us with 2 square root of 6 over 30, which we can simplify out. 2 goes into 30 and 2. So we can cancel out that 2 on the top and be left with just square root of 6. And then on the bottom, 30 divided by 2 is 15. And that'll be our final answer. So guys, that's it. Just multiply by the radical that's in the denominator to rationalize it, and then do any simplifying that you need to do. Okay. So now it's your turn to try it. So here are your 2 problems to try. And now pay attention on this one, because sometimes you'll have a number under the radical that you need to simplify. And you'll want to do that before you have your final answer. So guys, if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, we'll talk in class.